going. Remember what you said to me, we were drunk in love in Tennessee, and I hold it, we both know it. Nothing gonna save us now. Nothing gonna save us now. Well, this broken silence, by thunder crashing in the dark, and this broken record spinning less circles in the bar, and round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. 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 Nothing gonna save us now. Nothing gonna save us now.
Situation.
This broken silence, by thunder crashing in the dark, and this broken record spinning less circles in the bar, and round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. 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 Nothing breaks like a heart.
Alright, we are back from that small little commercial break, which had a little bit of news, a little bit of things, and then, of course, I made you guys listen to Nothing Breaks Like a Heart by Miley Cyrus feat. Mark Ronson. My newest favorite song, and Miley Cyrus is back with a bang. I think the song has so many layers to it that, you can't imagine thinking about the complexity of the song, and I'm trying to figure out a way to take out the microphone without creating too much noise, because I really want to just lie on my chair. Anyways, okay. So yeah, now I'm comfortable. Now I can talk freely. So yeah, this song I think about by Miley Cyrus has been one of the most underrated songs of this time. Because of the fact, the first thing, that song is not about love, or when you think about the song, it's Nothing Breaks Like a Heart, you really think about love, but it's not really about love. It's actually about the society, and how society is going in the wrong way, and how we are prioritizing the wrong things, and how humanity is declining so rapidly, and how we're becoming so much animalistic. Again, the relation with the APS attack, I think could be very much made with this. The terrorist, the increasing number of terrorists in the world. I think it's a really alarming thing. Just like global warming is an alarming thing, really the increasing number of terrorists is also an alarming thing. That people are actually entrusted, and people in their mind, they are so naive and they're so stupid that somehow they think that killing other people or terrorizing other people is a great way to spread religion, or is a great way to spread whatever their message is, or whatever their confining, hidden agenda is. Really, so it's really, alarming, and it's really, it just kind of tells you that, the world is approaching, where a human being is not able to identify between what's right and what's wrong. And it really is, pathetic, to think about it. Anyways, I think a few days back, I was really, I was on Facebook and I was watching this amazing video by this sadhu. Usually I'm not very interested in the lessons or in what the sadhus have to say, or, their lectures, but I don't know, for that day I somehow came across that, and maybe I came across that because, it was meant to be for me to convey that certain message to you, and I think it had so much meaning, and it had so much explanation in it that I really want to share it with you. So basically, Sadhu was in a university, and he was standing there, and one of the students, he asked the Sadhu, he raised a question to the Sadhu, and he was like, कि मेरा आजकल कुछ करने को दिल नहीं करता, मैं बहुत demotivated हूँ, I am not happy with my life, यूनिवर्सिटी में बहुत ज़्यादा मसाइल है, मुझे पढ़ने का शौक नहीं है, मेरे नंबर नहीं अच्छे आते हैं, तो मुझे रोज़ रात को नींद नहीं आती है, सुबह मुझसे बिस्तर से उठा नहीं जाता, like I'm completely demotivated, I don't want to do anything. So the sadhu listened to him, and he was like, okay, and तो the student said कि मुझे बताएं मैं क्या करूं. तो साधु ने कहा कि मुझे एक बात बताओ, आप बाहर कभी जाते हो और आपने वहां पे छोटी सी कीड़ियों को देखा होगा, अगर आप उनको अपनी उंगली से पकड़ने की कोशिश करो, अगर आप उनको पकड़ने की कोशिश करो, तो क्या वो कीड़ी कहेगी कि अच्छा यार अब तो इसका हाथ आ गया, अब ये तो मुझे पकड़ लेगी, तो वो वहां पे बस खड़ी हो जाती है कि अब मुझे पकड़ लेगी और मुझे ये मार देगी, या वो वहां पे भागना शुरू कर देगी. The student said that it would start running around because the sadhu ने कहा कि exactly कि हालांकि उससे पता है कि मौत उसकी सामने खड़ी है, आप उंगली लेकर आ रहे हो, उसको पकड़ने लगे, उसको पता है कि आप उसको क्रश करोगे, but still that ant is trying to save its life. It's running around. It will run around. It will do whatever it can till its last breath to try to save itself. You know, वो ये नहीं कहेगी कि अच्छा अब तो यार ये पकड़ने लगी है, अब तो इतना बड़ा इंसान है ये, मैं इससे बच नहीं सकता, तो you know what, let it be. It will fight till its last breath. So same as the human. Now then he said, okay, humans are the ashraf al-makhluqat, the biggest being in the world, on the earth, the most evolved creatures Allah has created. And why they're most evolved? Because of their cerebral activity, because of their ability to think, because of their ability to recall, and because of their ability to predict. Basically what he said, कि हम एक वक्त में 3 टाइम में रहते हैं. In one moment, a human lives in 3 different times. A human lives in the past, a human lives in the present, and a human lives also in the future. They live in the past through their memory. They have the ability to recall things, and that memory allows them to make better decisions for the future from the lessons that they have taken from their past. They live in the present, in the moment, whatever they're doing, of course, they're living in that. And in the future as well, through their imagination, that they kind of foresee or they kind of predict that, you know, this is going to happen, and they take their decisions about the future accordingly. So because of their memory, because of their imagination, and because of the present time, a human in one time lives in 3 different times, in past, in present, and in the future. So human lives in 3 different times. And a human basically benefits because of that, and it's this very reason, the memory, the imagination, that a human is, you know, ashraf al-makhluqat, the most evolved being of the earth. But nowadays, humans do not know how to use their memory and their imagination. It's very simple agenda. Anyways, enough with the heavy. I'm going to play the next song, which is Tere Bin by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, I think. Is it Rahat Fateh Ali Khan? Yes, it is. Enjoy this. I'll be right back.
जिथे जावे तू ओथे जावे दिल दस की मैं करूं जो तू रुस जानिए दिल ये टूट
तेरे संग संग रह के मैं रंग जाऊं तेरे रंग, तेरी नींद से ख्वाब मैं अपना जोड़ लूं। तू साथ न हो तो चार कदम ना चल पाऊं, तेरी राह पे राह मैं अपनी मोड़ दूं।
ओ जग भूल जाए मुझे तुम नहीं भूलना, तेरे संग जीना मेरा तेरे संग ढलना, सच्ची चाहतों का होता कोई मोल ना। तेरे बिन तेरे बिन
तेरे बिन नहीं लगता दिल मेरा ढोलना, कि तेरे बिन नहीं लगता दिल मेरा ढोलना। सब छट जाए तू ना मैनू छोड़ना, कि तेरे बिन नहीं लगता दिल मेरा ढोलना।
Time check. It's 7:30 p.m.
वोट का इंदराज एक अहम कौमी फरीजा। 31 दिसंबर 2018 तक अपने वोट का इंदराज शनाख्ती कार्ड पर दर्ज मुस्तकिल या आर्जी पते पर यकीनी बनाएं। मालूमात के लिए शनाख्ती कार्ड नंबर 8300 पर SMS करें।
हक हकदार तक पहुंचाने के सिलसिले में पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम के साबिक कप्तान इंजमामुल हक का कहना है,
हमारी मजहबी और इनफरादी जिम्मेदारी है कि खैरात और ज़कात देते वक्त मुकम्मल इत्मीनान कर लें कि हमारे ये अतियात, हमारी ये मदद मुस्तहिक लोगों तक पहुंच रही है। अगर हमारी ये मदद मुस्तहिक लोगों तक नहीं पहुंच रही तो हम अपना दीनी फरीज़ा अदा करने में नाकाम रहेंगे। याद रखिए, हकदार तक हक पहुंचना ही असल इबादत है।
ये पैगाम मफाद आमा के लिए वजारत इत्तलात व नशरियात हुकूमत पाकिस्तान की जानिब से पेश किया गया।
The biggest FM radio network of Pakistan. Tune in to the one above FM 101.
This is 101% pure. You are tuned into the one above, 101 FM.
खाली खाली अखियों में यादें भर आवे हो खाली खाली अखियों में खाली खाली अखियों में यादें भर आवे जीते जी कोई ना कैसे मर जावे ये यार ना बिछड़े प्यार ना बिछड़े किसी का सुना है रब दिलों में बसे दिल जदों फिर टूटे जग ये सारा हंसे कोई मसलहत ही होवे कोई मसलहत ही होवे राजा राजा कर दी नाते और भला की कर दी बस राजा राजा कर दी बस राजा राजा कर दी राजा राजा कर दी नाते और भला की कर दी बस राजा राजा कर दी बस राजा राजा कर दी बस राजा राजा कर दी Alright, so I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that Pakistani touch. There was Tere Bina by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, newest song, and I think the new love anthem of all the lovers out there. And the next one, which was Rancha Rancha Karti by this amazing OST of this amazing, drama serial that I have fallen in love with. So yeah, I think I made a good choice. But as you know, I cannot digest a lot of Urdu songs. For some reason, I enjoy the English songs, the hip ones, because I feel like they're very the Indian songs, or sorry, not the Indian one, the Pakistani songs, the Urdu songs. They're very heart touching because you can understand what they're saying, you can understand the lyrics, and you can relate to them. So somewhere you kind of like start imagining yourself in that particular situation, and by the end you're complete. You're crying even though you don't have anyone. You're crying over the forlorn love, even though you have never fallen in love with anyone. That is the essence of Urdu songs, basically, that they make you feel things that you've never even gone through. You kind of feel like you've lost the love of your life, the one that got away or something like that, and you're like, and all of a sudden you're like, did I actually ever fall in love? I've never ever had that kind of opportunity to do that. Why am I crying? Anyways, these days, the new news that has come from the Supreme Court is that schools, private schools, they've had, fees of 5,000 or more, they need to cut down their fees by 20%. And those schools that have a fees of 5,000, that they're in the safe zone. My question, though, that arises is that
okay, fine, आपके ये बहुत अच्छा आपने decision लिया. It's very, very good for the middle class people. But what about the teachers that are working over there? आपने उनके लिए क्या relief रखा है? कि आपने कोई schools के लिए कोई benchmark रखा है? Have you put a benchmark for the schools? कि okay, you have to lower your salary, you have to lower your fees, but you cannot lower the salaries of the teachers who are already working at a minimum wage rate. You're getting them to work like donkeys, but you are not paying them enough. And all of a sudden, आपके ये decision उन पे क्या effect डालेगा? What is going to be the effect on the salary benchmark? Have you actually, gone for it? Have you actually declared what is that going to be? Have you been, valid enough about that? Have you given some sort of like, कि आप लोगों ने कोई उनको benchmark दिया है, कोई आप लोगों ने notice दिया है, कि okay, you know what, we are, lowering the fees, but you cannot allowed to lower the wages of the teachers. You're not allowed to do that because the first thing that the private schools are going to do is that they're not going to get affected. Of course, they're not stupid enough कि वो अपने profit margin को कम करेंगे. The only thing that they're going to do is basically they're going to take that thing from the fees of the people, from the fees of the teachers. वो अपने profit margin को क्यों कम करेंगे? कोई businessman, कोई businesswoman अपने profit margin को क्यों कम करेगी? वो ये करेगी कि यार मेरे पास जो employee हैं उनकी मैं salary कम कर देती हूँ. That is going to happen. Beacon House already has declared कि जो उन्होंने increments लगाते हैं for 3% of on the A class teachers, इनका A grade होता है, वो इस साल नहीं लगेगा increment. December में that increment used to come, but this time it's not going to come. So it has already affected the earnings of people. आप एक साइड पे एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को आप सेव कर रहे हो, पर ऑन द सेम टाइम यू आर नॉट saving the other people. बहुत सारे लोगों का, mostly women of the country, they are mostly employed in the school services of Pakistan. वो school side पे काम कर रही हैं, and a lot of men as well. They're working in the schools because schools में एक ऐसी jobs है जो कि हर वक्त open होती हैं. You can get a vacancy and you can go in it. जो लोग नई degrees लेकर आते हैं वो अपना वहाँ से experience अपना लेना शुरू करते हैं because the corporates or the big the big fish, they don't hire you without an experience. तो schools एक ऐसी जगह होती है जो कि एक safe होती है जहाँ से आप learning experience पे आपका एक होता है and you start earning as well, right away. So, having said that, having very much said that, you are actually putting the earning and the livelihood of these people in jeopardy. And in this era and time, जहाँ पे inflation already ही इतनी ज़्यादा है, जहाँ पे हर चीज़ की price already इतनी ज़्यादा है, you are telling कि अच्छा भाई middle class के लोगों को इस तरह मैं save कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन जो बाकी middle class है जो कि वहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं, how are you going to save them? I think the Supreme Court needs to work on this कि वहाँ से अगर उन्होंने ये बिल पास की है कि 5,000 जिनकी ज़्यादा 5,000 फीस से 20% वो कम करा रहे हैं, तो they should also pass a bill कि no school is allowed to lower the wages या increment ना लगाए. No school is allowed to do that. Beacon House, the biggest school name in Pakistan. I mean, कसूरी साहब को क्या मसला है? Even if the salaries, even if the fees are going to get lowered, it's not going to affect him in any way. It's not going to affect him in any way. But still, he has taken off the increments because he doesn't want to get even a single loss on his account sheet. उनकी ये नहीं कि उनका किसी तरह भी उनका profit negative हो जाएगा, but he doesn't want that. So where is that safety net for the people? This is exactly like जिस तरह 2007 के रिसेशन से पहले जब बैंक्स अंधाधुन लोगों को mortgages के लिए बेस्ट दे रहे थे कि अच्छा ले लोन हमसे होम लोन लें. This is exactly like that कि you just pass on a bill without knowing the repercussions of that certain thing. I'm astounded by the Economic Advisory Council of Pakistan कि how they're allowing these kind of decisions to be made. And what are they doing actually? It's basic common sense. ये बहुत एक common sense की बात है. अगर आपने economics थोड़ी सी पढ़ी हो ना तो आपको इस बात का पता होगा. And these people who are sitting in the Economic Advisory Council, they are the PhDs and they are really educated people and really advanced in their studies of economics. So I'm astounded कि one of them is my supervisor actually. I've studied from him. So I'm astounded कि how they are not vigilant enough and how they're not explaining these things to these judges. Anyways, the next song is Halsey Without Me. I think a sad song for this sad problem is in order. Enjoy this. I'll be right back.
just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made them mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind. Said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then fuck them all. And then I've got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but you far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely, thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me? Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Thinking you could live without me, live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Yeah, you don't have to say just what you did, I already know. I had to go and find out from them. So tell me how's it feel. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but you're far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely, thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me? Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Alright, and that was Jose Without Me. I thought that, a sad song was in order because of the problem with the private schools and everything. And on that note, I have a very good message from Zeni Zedaplan, who's from Murray, who's also saying that this topic is very good because she's a teacher of private school. And yes, Zainab, I do understand because, this topic, when I got to know of the news, I knew that, even though it was very beneficial for the people from the middle class, hailing from the middle class, but yet it was going to be very, very off-putting for the people who are working in the private schools. So yeah, the government needs to, kind of look into the situations before taking these kind of decisions. They kind of need to know the repercussions they're going to have on the rest of the people as well, because, it's not just about the people who are paying the fees, it's also about the people who are benefiting from the fees. Anyways, we've got Zahid Ahmed from Haripur, we've got Akbar Khan, we've got Usman bin Qasim, Muhammad Akbar Niazi, Ibrar Chaudhry, and Hamdullah Malakhail. Of course, without Hamdullah Malakhail, I don't feel like my show is complete without his message. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I really hope you had a great time. Today was a little bit different. We were trying to, kind of like play with different topics. I kind of like touched a few of the topics. It's kind of like boring if you go with one monotonous, topic. I feel like it's very much off-putting. You kind of like get bored, especially if you're driving and if you're going to some place and if you're talking about just one thing constantly. It's just too much. Anyways, I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. I'm literally lying on my seat, so yeah, you can imagine that I had a great time. And see you next week, I think, on Sunday from 6 till 8 p.m. if I am feeling fine and if I make it to the show, that is. I'll see you on next week on Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Same time, same place. Don't go anywhere and enjoy this next song, which is Baby by Clean Bandit. And that is from me. That is me saying goodbye to you. So bye-bye, thank you, and aqwa.
Standing here in an empty room, I saw you there and my blood ran cold. Take me back to the long September, don't know how I ever let you
a ti todavía por mucho que digas. Además puedo ver en tus ojos que no solo quieres quedar como amigos. Tienes mi corazón, eres mi obsesión, soy tuyo para siempre.
Yes, I had my last chance, and now this is our last dance. You fell through the cracks in my hands. Tell myself be stronger. My heart's like a rubber band, and it's such a shame. You'll always be the one who got away. We both know that deep down you feel the same. Hard to say it's over, but I'm already someone else's.
Esto no es amor, mereces mejor. Quiero tu calor.
I'm already someone else's. Wish I met you at another place and time. If only you were mine. This love story ends for you and I. 'Cause I'm already someone else's. Still missing you, and I can't see the end of this. Just wanna feel your kiss against my lips, and now all this time is passing by, but I still can't seem to tell you why. It hurts me every time I see you, realize how much I need you. I hate you, I